bit of stressful situation because we have to meet the timelines. Plus, we have to onboard the client with a new framework, right? So, Ankit and all the team members, high management made sure that, we get our time and they believe in us. So we did it and that client is happily onboarded with us. I'm Sarthak Sharma and I lead the mobile SDK development team here. And since I have been working here 2 years, so we are quite familiar about the product we are making and the user we are actually catering to. So if we talk about the solution we provide, that is top notch, and we make sure that the coding practices we follow and the solution we provide should be scalable enough to cater the best and top notch user experience. But also when clients integrate with our products, then the documentation and all the written a single line of a piece of code also should be included in a document so that they can be easily integrated with. Huge shift in the user engagement and the kind of users which are shifting from websites to the mobile. So customers or clients, they are facing a lot of problem with user engagement and attention because they are competitors, like 100 competitors from the same industry. So we believe when you do or cater such problems, it takes a lot of cutting edge technologies to build a proper solution which actually caters to the particular industry of that client. So that excites me a lot, and it actually pushes me to wake up in the morning and take my favorite cup of coffee, sit down on the problem and think upon and just write down the code. The kind of mindset founders have, right? The business revenue that is making companies profitable or not, or how the problem statement the company is catering to. So what I look forward is the work culture. And being a very people-centric person, I want to express myself over a cup of coffee or a small table discussions, and with a smart people, when you sit and discuss, you learn a lot from them. So I've been keep on hearing about the company's growth and how the employees is actually enjoying the work-life balance, in that makes me that I should choose and go for the WebEngage. And I definitely, the kind of skill set I have, I can make things more worthwhile. There are a group of engineers who are working together, and that brings a lot of skills on the table. We value learning and from one another definitely, and sharing across the table, because knowledge sharing is one of the core feature aspect who actually let others to grow. So I personally think, there are very few developers who believe that, the actual ground reality problem is separate from the technicalities of the engineering, right? And here I have seen the mindset working accordingly and productizing the solution not before, actually relating to the problem. So here in mobile, right, there are numerous frameworks like Ionic, Cordova, Flutter, Android native, iOS native, React native, Unity. So there are numerous hybrid platforms which are present. And for us to cater all those applications with the same single piece of code is really, is a tough job, definitely, because everything is, moving ahead with more features, including like Android, iOS, more OS coming up every year, more features coming up, more scalability changes, deprecation happens, right? So we believe in, constant learning process, definitely, plus a scope of enthu, which drives you forward to the solution, not, specific to the technology, but overall to the mobile ecosystem. I started 2 pointers here. Okay, first is when you hear about a single piece of code working and catering to a large set of clientele, which are actually demographically different, and catering to the users who are actually different in demography, language, and and type of users behavior which we are catering to, makes me more exciting to use the technology and cater to the solutions, cater to the problems with proper solutions, definitely. The other part is, when you work in an environment who are people who are peers who are smart enough to let you grow with them and help them to grow as well. It actually excites you more to learn daily. And when the people are more challenging about, so you learn and you grow and you motivate equally. Additionally, on top of that, when you have founders like who are equally believe in everyone's effort and provide an equal opportunity to grow with them, and maybe in an entrepreneurial sense, or maybe in a personal or professional way, they equally believe in you. So it excites you more to do your job, like as in when with a scalable and a very motivational attitude. Like from 2020, the year I joined WebEngage, right? I was a software engineer who is catering to mobile ecosystem, definitely. But when I joined here, I was provided with an opportunity to lead a team, and to lead us, actually not just a team, right? To lead a product. So when it comes to your plate, right, you takes on the ownership, and it boosts your confidence more enough to provide a best out of you every day. You challenge yourself every day while handling clients, while handling different problems, while handling your teamwork, or thinking out of the box of the mobile ecosystem, which can actually help you to grow your product, right? So that really helped me with all of it, and I'm really happy that on the daily basis I challenge myself and I grow and move forward with the best best in ecosystem provider in this company. If I would have to describe my experience, working here, it would be like incredible. I believe in this philosophy of Avnish, right? Onwards and upwards. He always mentioned this in his blogs, in his mailers. So I firmly believe that is the actual word that make you push towards the solutions that you're catering to. So so the solutions I worked on, right, always. So when I joined, in last 2 years, I have been actually moving in that direction, onwards and upwards. I say it, and I believe in it because I used to be a single developer who is working on SDKs and providing a basic solutions to different clientele. But now here I am catering to different platforms and like hybrid platforms, and there are numerous hybrid platforms available in the market. And by using all those platforms and redirecting all those gateways to just one gateway, which is providing a solution so that the user can be engaged enough with all the channels available in the market, be it SMS, email, in-apps, inline, which we are currently working on. Those are the things that made me believe in this philosophy that onwards and upwards actually exist. They make you believe the problem which we are catering, right, it actually lies in the market, and you need to provide a solution which is maybe not which is actually engineering challenged, that is not actually present in the market, and you need to provide a solution which is also scalable. And when you think about all those solutions, right, they come up with different solutions and different paths, and the thinking process they possess is incredible. You won't be able to think about the use case or the edge case that they have solutions for. So learning from them is the best way that I could grow myself. I feel like we are aliens to each other, and we are able to align and adapt to the company mission and vision, and excel in everything we do in this pandemic so far. Also, as a team achievement, I can see that we have achieved a lot of things in my past 2 years experience here. We have catered to the hybrid platforms. We have Flutter, we have React Native, Unity, and capacitors. We have onboarded a lot of frameworks in the last 2 years, and like moving ahead, we are actually planning to cater more. Also, in this environment, when we actually talk about user engagement, right, we have introduced another channel, which is inline app personalization channel, where user can actually be engaged from within the application, right? So when you talk about SMS, right, this isn't out of the application. When you talk about push, it comes on the system tray, and it comes over the application. When you talk about in-app, it comes an overlay, which actually sometimes irrate the user experience. But we have formulated an architecture, a scalable solution to interact with the user within the application, within the views. So I guess that is the biggest achievement in last few quarters. One incident that I can think of last year, it happened where one of our client came up with an integration with a new framework, and we being not familiar with the framework, we created a stressful situation for us, because we have to create a proper plugin on that new framework, and we have to onboard that client. So that was a bit of stressful situation, because we have to meet the timelines, plus we have to onboard the client with a new framework, right? So Ankit and all the team members, high management made sure that we get our time, and they believe in us, and they gave us this ownership, which makes us think of we have to deliver it in that particular time. Plus we don't have any pressure, because Ankit and these guys believe in us, so we did it, and that client is happily onboarded with us. According to me, a firm should be customer centric, and definitely employee centric too, if they want to grow in a multitude way, year by year, so and generate profits. So if you ask any engineer where they want to work, they'll straightforwardly say where they can be provided with a numerous opportunity by using the cutting edge technologies, providing them a platform where they can experiment and they can grow, and they can actually realize like where they want to move ahead in the career path. So this is a kind of opportunity we are providing the WebEngage. And adding to those opportunities, when you talk to your founders like Avlesh and Ankit, you will definitely be very much comfortable to talking to them personally or professionally. They just make it humorous. Okay, if you're talking about potatoes, if you're talking about solutions, they just kind of make it a make it a fun way of addressing the solution, and make a very heavy conversation into a light environment one. So there, when you feel like you are comfortable enough to share your thoughts, and your thoughts are valuable enough to make an impact. So, and such an example I've seen in this while working here in my 2 years career, like I have seen numerous examples where people has been promoted from one across the teams, not and across the team. When I talk about is like a member of the support team has been promoted to being a developer. It's a huge shift to his career. And by doing that, WebEngage has shown that they really care about the engineers, not just about the product, but yes, their employees too, and their personal growth.